Last year I spent my summer exploring North Bay, Ontario, looking to tag alongside hard-working men and women who make an honest living. I wanted to see what life was like for the unsung heroes of the working class. The people who work every day to make a city function. I got my hands dirty, tried new things, and met some fantastic people. And now I'm going to do it all again on Season 2 of Steel Toe Rookie. This season on Steel Toe Rookie, we're going to talk about the many different jobs that help keep our beautiful city of North Bay running. And with us is our mayor, Al McDonald, and he's going to talk about some of those jobs.
Well, thanks for having me, Bill. As we were talking, the city's all about infrastructure. And when you think of water and sewer, for an example, our crews are down in a hole at minus 30 in the middle of the night with snow drifting in. You've got the firefighters that arrive at an accident scene, and it's a very emotional scene and very stressful, and they have to use heavy equipment to cut people out, even right down to our crews that work with the arenas, and they work with very dangerous chemicals like ammonia. But it's an appreciation that until you see what they actually do, it's hard to picture. And what you're describing in this season is really telling the story of the women and men that really truly make a difference in everybody's lives.
Yeah, I often feel that things aren't appreciated until they're missing, until they're gone. And certainly the operations of the city and the infrastructure is something that I don't think, not just our city, I think just the public in general don't appreciate all the little nuances and whatnot that it takes to make things the way they are for the city to operate.
Yeah, I think people just take for granted they turn a tap on and the water comes out, but they don't see all the work that goes behind it, the expertise, the training, and the dedication and professionalism of the women and men that perform these jobs. They're critical to the sustainability of cities, and we need to attract more people into these different trades because we're running into a shortage even from a city perspective. But until you see what they do, and then our citizens can appreciate some of the very technical things they need to do, and as we were watching today, just how physical the jobs can be.
Yeah. Well, I could certainly say that the people that we've interviewed so far have been really genuine, and they all seem to appreciate and enjoy their jobs. So hopefully by showing what it is that these jobs entail, it'll maybe get some other people involved into it, or at least get them thinking along the lines of that.
Well, you even look at waste management, right? On any given day, one of the workers will pick up 20,000 pounds every single day. So you can imagine how physical that is. There's no question that training is really important. People aren't hiring unless they have tickets or trades or certificates. So just encourage people to continue on their education, do their apprenticeships, get the training that they need, and join hard hat hunters because it's really, really important that you create a database and you create connections, because it's all about reaching out and knowing what's available out there so you can be trained and get the jobs that you truly get paid well for.
Right. Okay, we'd like to thank Al for coming down and sharing some of his insight into our city and our workers.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Steel Toe Rookie. Today we will be working with the land clearing crew, and as you can see behind us, we got a full lot of trees, shrubs and whatnot. We're going to get on a great big machine and clear that all out and see what we end up with. Carlisle, how did you get involved in this?
Well, the land clearing, it's pretty much, I started running heavy equipment, and I got hired with First North here, and they threw this machine at me. So I learned how to run this machine, and they needed an operator to run a land clearing machine.
Okay, now is there any special certification or any qualification to run that beast back there?
Well, I was fortunate enough, they sent me to Montreal to get training at the CMI factory, and I learned about the machine right there, tore it apart, put it back together in the weekend.
You learned how to tear the machine?
Yeah, lift the cab up, go through all the hydraulics and whatnot, learn about the machine. The head's a different part of the machine.
Okay.
It's a total different company.
So is it expected then for you, if this machine breaks down, that you would be able to, I mean, I guess probably not fix
On
the
the
whole
spot.
machine, or on the spot you'd be able to fix
Yeah,
it?
I weld. I do all the mechanics on it. I do all my maintenance. Track falls off, I put it on, weld it on, I do it all.
Oh wow, so you must have some extra tools in here, I'm assuming, for that?
I got a few.
Yeah. So like this is obviously a big machine. I wasn't expecting something so large. How much was that machine worth?
This one here is worth about $500,000. Weighs about 12 tons.
That's a
It's
lot
the
of
size of a D6 dozer, so.
Okay, and how long will it take to clear? I guess how big a lot is this going to clear
This
today?
guy here, this lot here is a 100 by 200 lot. It'll take me, I don't know, maybe a few hours.
Okay, Carlisle, if we had some younger people out there that was interested in getting involved in this, how would they get involved?
Well, first, you get your heavy equipment course. Specifically, you should be able to run a dozer, because it's basically a dozer machine. Excuse me. And other than that, for your tickets, it's all on experience. You got to know how to run a dozer and what terrain you can run it in. With the brush head, it's another expectation. If you run an excavator with a brush head, you know what they can do. So you put them two together, and you're going to see the outcome of this in a few minutes.
Right. Now, if a lot of young people are wondering, like, is this a job that, like, you started somewhere and you kind of gradually build up to, and then can you then get different certifications to do different things, or how does it work?
Basically, I was just I brought into this. I'm basically a heavy equipment operator, which is an excavator operator.
Right.
And this was just thrown at me, and I really like this machine. It's just a terror.
Okay.
It rips the bush.
Yeah. Sure, if they could do that in 2 hours, I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. They come around, they see this machine because they've never seen it. They've never seen this machine, but they're not around here. It's very seldom you see them run.
Right. I can't imagine there's a lot of $500,000 machines kicking around.
That's why we have our safety guy on the street here, make sure that traffic people don't come around, because they always come around and want to see what is this machine.
Okay, so tell me, what are some of the dangers then with this machine?
Well, a lot of debris. Like you're looking at 4-foot chunks coming through the back, shooting 300 feet back, the sides and the front. It's just basically stay completely away from the machine, stand back and watch.
So it's a big safety issue.
It is a
obviously.
huge safety issue.
Okay, so how many, you said that this is going to take 2 hours, which doesn't seem like a lot of time for a big piece of land. How many of these would you do? And I guess I should ask, is it seasonal? Is this just in the summer, spring, fall, or is this something that goes year round?
Year round.
Year round.
Yeah. You run it right through the winter, any terrain, muskeg, swamps, you name it.
Oh, really?
Roads, yeah.
So what, like, you must go different places. Like, obviously this isn't just local.
All over. Sudbury, you name it, anywhere in Ontario, I go.
Now, is there other machines in Ontario that do this? Or like, how many machines in Ontario do this?
There's a few of them that are around. There's a couple of competitive companies that have them.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of pricing right and getting the work.
Okay, so a typical day for you, are you a 7 to 4, Monday to Friday? Are you 7 till whenever?
Well, usually it's from dusk till dawn.
Dusk till dawn. Okay, so
Or dawn till dusk, sorry.
yeah. So in saying that, is that, like, do you work through the weekends also, or you
If it's
more
a
than
must.
Monday to Friday?
If it's a must, we do it on the weekends.
Right.
Yeah, basically if we get our maintenance done on the weekend, it's better. That way we can work for 5 days and play on the weekend.
Right. But you do the maintenance.
Yeah.
So you would work the 5 days during the week and then do the maintenance on the weekend.
Yeah.
Holy big gravy.
Yeah.
That's a long day.
The hours are ridiculous. Like we usually don't start until 7 a.m. because of the noise.
Yeah.
Because it's a fairly loud machine.
Yeah.
Those. And I usually shut her down if it's a quiet area like this, 8 o'clock at night.
Right. Wow. So is that, you said from dawn to dusk, is that the same in the winter? So, because that would obviously be a shorter working day.
It's well, winter, like you can usually run your machine till late, till like 6, 7 o'clock.
Right.
So people are home and
Right.
yeah.
That sounds like really long hours, kind of no breaks. So what are some positives and negatives of the job? Sounds like you love ripping things apart, which is, I'm assuming, one of the positives. So what are some of the other positives and not so positives?
Well, like the positives is that I like the outcome. I like the expression on the customer's face when they've done that job. It's just, they love it. They can't imagine that it can get done so fast. The cons about it is that long hours, you're away from your family, you're on the road. If you like that kind of stuff, it's great. I love it.
I never thought, yeah, you would always be on the road.
You know, there's other than that, it's just the passion for running machines, and that's what I do.
Right.
I love it.
And is this something like you work those kind of hours? I'm assuming that you get compensated very well. I'm not asking for your salary, but you get a decent compensation for
You
working
get a
those
good
kind
pat
of
on the
hours.
back. Yeah, yeah. There are appreciations there. They do treat us very well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Carlisle. Now my next favor is, could you maybe walk me through the machine and maybe we can run a little bit?
Let's get her done.
Okay. Okay, Carlisle, you mentioned as we were over there that we were talking about how stuff gets flung and flown all over as you start rolling around. Could you kind of take me through what goes through here?
Sure. The main safety issue is the rear of this machine, and you have to stay clear away. There's chunks, 4 feet chunks that come out of here that'll just go through somebody.
Right.
There's vehicles, there's supposed to be nothing behind me or away from me for at least 100 meters.
Mm-hmm.
So 100 meters away is pretty much your safe zone.
Right.
The debris in the front is another crucial spot. This quarter here debris comes flying out, like I said, 100 miles an hour, and you don't even see it coming. It's just that 1 second I just catch a little twig, and that twig will come flying out. Stick, chunks, you name it.
Okay, so you've got, I'm just trying to grasp this, 100 meters. The road looks to be about 15 feet. Yeah, how do you coordinate that?
You know, like I said, I'm passionate with these machines, and I learned how to run them. I watched them online before I even went to start doing this kind of work. I just love it. You gotta feel for it. You gotta know what you're doing.
Right.
Like when I go into the bush here, I'll walk in so many feet before I turn the head on, just so it doesn't throw stuff onto the street.
Right.
Or at people. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's.
I have a rear view backup camera inside that's up on top, so I do have visual in the rear all times.
Okay.
All times.
So that camera sign there wasn't us coming? You have a
Yeah, that's true.
Oy. All right. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get why he likes doing that. So again, like I envisioned this more as this big wrecking ball coming in here and shredding this all to pieces, but obviously there's a bit more finesse to it.
Yeah.
When you got to wiggle around trees like that, is this going to fall on us?
Yeah, you never know. That's the one thing with these trees. You
Yeah.
never know.
So it is a bit more of a finesse than just come in and just shred it
Yes.
all down.
Yeah. They want to start stripping and building there next week, so
Right.
tomorrow I'll probably put the driveway in.
So this is bizarre. This is all trees, and next week they're going to start building a home.
Yeah, we'll start bringing in loads tomorrow.
Well, okay, I get it. That was cool. Like the destruction and how powerful this machine is. I get all the safety things too. As I was obviously when you're in there and seeing things fling all over the stuff, taking down full trees. It was cool. So I just wanted to take time and thank you for your time, Carlisle. That was a real education, and anyone that is interested in getting their aggression out and ripping stuff down, you got to get one of these. Thanks a lot, Carl. I appreciate it. Not sure what to say about today. We did land clearing. We have a lot that is now partially cleared. That machine was awesome. If you like playing with that kind of thing and doing this kind of stuff, this is for you for sure. We'd like to thank everyone from the crew, the land clearing crew, and we'll see you next time on Steel Toe Rookie.